my name's Amreen.
And my name is Shwayta.
And you're watching
Dil
Toh
Toh Filmy Hai.
We're back with the director's first series.
And in today's episode, we're going to be talking about another exciting, famous, and prolific director from Bollywood whose first film we can guarantee you do not know. Like 200% you don't know this. Because
whoever knows this, please comment below, and we will personally come and
we will send you something.
Send you a present.
Seriously, we will send you
guys
something.
A medal.
Yeah,
because if you guys have seen it, that's hats off.
Yeah, seriously.
But before we introduce the film, let's talk a little bit about the filmmaker,
who is
definitely
I think at his prime, one of the best directors in India. His film went to the Oscars, which is a huge achievement. I thought that his first film
was this blockbuster
film. Even the movies he did post this one prolific film have been like magnum opuses and crazy large sets and larger than life.
Strong performances.
I would say in his prime, in my mind, I used to compare him to Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Like for me, it was these two guys going head to head.
Yeah.
But
absolutely.
I don't know if that's the case anymore. That's the sad part.
He lost the plot.
He could regain the plot maybe, or maybe it's just a bad time. It happens to all of us.
With jokes apart, let's introduce the director. We are talking about Ashutosh Gowariker.
I firmly believe that cinema is completely collaborative. And of course, it's one man's vision and it's one man's calls, that's the director. But still, I think when the director shares that vision with his entire team, all the team members bring their knowledge, their vision, and they try and align it with the director. So somewhere, I can't do it alone.
Amazing filmmaker.
And obviously the film we were talking about was?
Lagaan.
What a film.
What a film. Oh my God, it put us on the map.
100%.
It put us on the map. And I thought this was his first film, as I think did 90% of the population.
A lot of us thought that was his first.
Think it was his
yes,
first film?
I really thought here's this guy, he's making a massive film. Obviously, Amir Khan is probably the only known name in the film.
Yeah.
Everyone else are newcomers.
Yeah.
So who would have thought Lagaan would be such a great hit?
Oh my God.
And also, how did he even think of such a story like that? A newcomer director. I actually thought Lagaan was his first film, right? How do you think of a story like that where there's only Amir Khan?
So Lagaan, you saw it in theaters. Where were you? How did you feel?
I watched it here.
Yeah.
Again, I was not so enthusiastic to go watch it, but the reviews were good. And I'm just like, reviews, critics, they don't know anything. Like my grade 9 and me. I was like a 13, 14-year-old, whatever. And then
you used to check reviews back then?
Yeah.
That's amazing. That's really good.
India film. Bollywood Hungama.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I used to I'm not watching some village movie with some random men. Not even wearing, they're not even hot.
No, they're not. And they just have a huge Amir Khan with a patta and the little
minions, and then Gracie saying, who is she?
Yeah, who is she? Give us the Sonali Bendre, man.
Yeah.
That's what we want.
100%.
Gracie Singh was great.
She was good. She was actually good.
Great.
But then we watched it. I remember, I think we went on the first weekend and it wasn't full.
Wow. Oh.
It wasn't full at Albion. It was maybe 5 rows. Yeah. And then it picked up obviously after. But I was on the edge of my seat.
Yeah, did you lose it?
Yeah, we were clapping and whistling and stuff, man. Towards the end of the movie, it was such a nice roller coaster. We loved it.
If it's on TV, I will still watch it.
And
then he's come out with great, other amazing films like Jodha Akbar, which, honestly, is the only 4-hour movie I will sit and watch.
Yeah, it was pretty long.
It's really long,
but it was
amazing.
Great. The elephants.
The elephants. And I think at that point is when I started comparing him to Sanjay Leela Bhansali, because the level of the sets and the grandeur.
He can do it.
He can give Sanjay Leela Bhansali a run for his money.
Yeah.
I think so. But then came the plot that may have been lost a little bit with movies like What's Your Rashi? Panipat. Lagaan, Jodha Akbar, great films, amazing director, so cool.
But what was his first movie?
What was it?
So a fun fact is I actually seen Ashutosh Gowariker in a lot of TV serials. So he was an actor first before he became a filmmaker.
Which is I didn't know that. I didn't know that.
So he, if you actually see some of the 90s film, you'll actually see him as a side character.
Was he
or
good?
the character's friend. He was not bad. So the one movie that I know him for sure is Shah Rukh Khan's Kabhi Haan Kabhi Na. Classic movie. You guys have to watch it. He was a big role. He had a big role. And also Kachra was in there.
Kachra! Kachra's amazing. So Kachra's his friend from Time.
Yeah, yo.
Oh, that's good. You take your friendships and you grow with it.
Yeah.
I heard he was in Chamatkar too.
Chamatkar, yeah.
And CID apparently. Just really cool. And he recently came out in Kala Pani, which is a web series on Netflix. And I must say, he's a good actor. He should give it more. I like seeing directors act.
Yeah.
Because I like to be like, can you actually do the job that you're trying to make other people do?
Yeah.
And I love it when they can. Okay, so the first film, Amreen and I had to go research to find out what it was. And once we saw it, we had never heard of it. It was something that had never crossed. Like it's like something that has never been mentioned in mainstream. Like people don't talk about this movie. So we're like, okay. We went and found it on YouTube and we watched it. And let me tell you something. This was
cult classic. No. Okay.
This was, I would say, one of the most weirdest films I've ever seen. Very weird. This film is called Pehla Nasha. Came out in 1993 with the OG, most awesome and wanted actor of the time, Deepak Tijori. Woo! I like the guy.
Yeah,
I liked him. Like I liked him in supporting characters. I loved him in all the he used to be supporting characters in movies like what was that?
Anjam.
He was the hero in Anjam. He was in Jojita Boy Sikandar. He was in Khiladi with Akshay Kumar. Very he had good comic timing. He was I feel like when I saw him in a 90s film, I was happy. I was like, I like this guy. Like in a 90s film.
Oh yeah, 90s
film. I like him. Yeah. He's a great side character.
Hi, lovely.
Hi.
How are you?
Fine.
Yeah? क्या हुआ रिजल्ट का? अरे मैं तो फेल हो गया यार. अरे क्या बात है यार तूने नाम रख लिया अपना.
But in this one, he is the lead. This was also his last movie as a lead. So that'll tell you a little bit about the movie. The leading actresses, we have Pooja Bhatt and we have Raveena Tandon. So, I mean, top stars of the time. The movie is a remake of a Hollywood film called Body Double. The premise is really struggling actor cannot find a job in Bombay. He witnesses a murder of a girl that he watches every night. She dances and he watches her from across the his building is here, her building is there. He watches her get murdered.
So creepy.
But because it's weird, because why was he watching her and dance every night, and why does he know her routine? He becomes a suspect. Okay, it sounds interesting the way I narrated it, but it's not. It's weird.
The execution was horrible.
The execution was very weird, and we saw the making of it. Like there's a little clip on YouTube, and the way they talked about the film when it was being made was like, yeah, it's suspense, and it's very on your edge sort of film, and a very young unit, and like we worked very. I don't know. I think they thought it was going to be good.
I'm changing professions from actor to director, but that does not mean I'm leaving acting. But it feels a lot different. And I have a very good team.
And it's a good script. And I think it's going to be a very good film. I think Ashutosh is brilliant. And it's going to be great.
I really think they did.
Confidence.
I'm very surprised that Ashutosh Gowariker got a second chance. Like really, after seeing that movie, I don't think he should have gotten.
That's why he did take like some 10 years to kind of direct something.
Yeah, I mean, he did Bazi after. I think you've seen that, right?
Yeah. Bazi was.
What did you? I have no idea about that film.
So I guess Amir Khan was like a lucky charm for him in the sense
Amir
of
Khan's
like,
his only friend.
Yeah,
Amir Khan was in Pehla Nasha too. Actually, this is trivia that there's the opening scene of Pehla Nasha has Amir Khan, Saif Ali Khan, Shah Rukh Khan. Amongst with like a couple of other actors of that era.
Rahul
Roy.
एक मिनट इस बाजीगर से तो हर किसी को आशिकी हो जाएगी
इसी तरह अच्छी फिल्मों की परंपरा बनाए रखना
और एक्टरों के वंश में अपना नाम रोशन करना
तुमने तो चमत्कार कर दिया जेंटलमैन मैं तो तुम्हारा दीवाना हो गया
क्या बात है लेकिन जो जीता वही सिकंदर.
It's the first and only time we'll ever see Amir Khan and Shah Rukh Khan together on the silver screen. So far, we don't know about the next couple of films that are going to come out. So, like, Amir Khan was there too. So, I don't know. Like, is he really... Maybe he needed a bigger role. Maybe he should... Why didn't he do Deepak Tijori's role?
Maybe he thought it was shady.
Maybe he just couldn't tell his friend.
Yeah.
दीपक कर लेगा हाँ मैं नहीं मैं busy हूँ Any plus points? Songs, shady.
Mr. Zero बन गया हीरो.
Acting, shady.
सुनिए
कहिए
कोई आपका पीछा कर रहा है
मैं जानती हूँ
Let me tell you. No, like he literally. So Deepak Dejoy's character falls in love with both women. Of course, there's two women in the film. One of them is murdered. Obviously, Raveena Tandon is the one that is murdered. Okay. And Pooja Bhatt is the second heroine in the film. But the way he falls in love with both, not to be confused with Alia, the way he falls in love with both of them is within the span of seconds. Like there is no development of the love, and I would expect more. Right? Yeah. Eventually, he asks her, and she also says, "Ki only I dance this way. It's my original dancing way, like the style." And that the reveal is that it was Pooja Bhatt dancing the entire time because she got paid off to dance at that time across the window.
Okay. एक आदमी ने मुझे वहाँ डांस करने को कहा और मैंने किया.
कौन था वो?
I don't even want to explain it to you guys. Like, you see why it's so weird? It's just so weird. It took me 4 nights to finish this movie. I fell asleep so many times. I watched it though. I watched it till the end. Not one memorable song. Deepak Tijori, my condolences because you were a good actor. This movie ruined your career. Ashutosh Gowariker, how did you get a second, third, and fourth chance? I'm happy you did because you gave us Lagaan and Jodha. But like honestly,
and then What's Your Rashi comes and it's like Pehla Nasha. Pehla Nasha, What's Your Rashi?
Actually, What's Your Rashi was like
100 times better.
Awesome in front of Pehla Nasha. Pehla Nasha, I'm telling you, is one of the weirdest movies. I would never, if you showed me that movie and gave me like an option of directors to pick from, I would pick that Deepak Dejoy directed it himself.
Watch it on YouTube, Pehla Nasha.
I don't think you'll be able to, but if you are able to watch it, please let us know in the comments and we will send you a present. We will, because it took me 4 nights to watch this movie. And even then, I don't know what I watched.
I guess you can actually see how Ashutosh has grown as a filmmaker.
Yeah, you could never tell it was his. There was no style of Ashutosh there. Maybe there were some times where he tried to be a little bit nuanced because there were scenes where he showed Deepak Dejoy's entire morning routine. Like legit. He wakes up, he looks, he goes to the bathroom, he looks in the mirror, then he takes out the toothbrush, he puts the thing in.
Why are you showing the whole thing?
I don't know. I thought that was unique. I thought that was unique for that era. I was like, oh, he's setting it up. He's setting it up. But I do believe that Ashutosh Gowariker, if he comes back and he brings the marbles back with him, he can still be back. He can still be one of the top directors in India again. It's possible.
He definitely has it.
He's amazing. If anything, I kind of like him better than Sanjay Leela Bhansali because all of his movies don't end with depression, dead people, sad love triangle in ashes.
And I feel like Ashutosh knows how to create more of an arc than Sanjay Leela Bhansali. Sanjay Leela Bhansali is just depressed in life.
You're right. There's an arc there.
If you see Ashutosh, even like What's Your Rashi, maybe
there's an arc.
Man. Literally, like, so he has more character development. Sanjay Leela Bhansali is just on steroids.
Depression steroids.
Yeah, he's just depressed, poor guy, and he just wants to make everything large.
Okay.
On that note, let us know what you felt about Pehla Nasha.
Yeah.
And let us know what you feel about Ashutosh Gowariker. Tell him what kind of movies that he should kind of start writing and directing because we would love to see him as a filmmaker.
I think he should make more larger-than-life magnum opuses about, maybe past stories of India. On that note, my name is Shweta.
My name's Amreen.
And you're watching Dil Toh Filmy Hai. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.